Hello, this is Peter with another video. Today I thought we'd just have a quick look at some of the citrus. I'm not going to go too in depth on all of the trees today because it'll just take too long. I'll definitely do some more individual citrus updates soon. But yeah, it's a really nice day today. It's the Sunday the 27th of April, and I've got all the citrus out yesterday, out of the greenhouse. Most are looking pretty good, although there's a few trees which do need a bit of TLC, which I'll get into later. But yeah, you can see I've tried to group most of the same types of citrus together. So I've got all the navel oranges together, then the blood oranges, then we've got the mandarins, clementines, and satsumas. And then we've got lemons and limes and yuzus towards this side. I do need to do a bit more shuffling around on the patio because not enough space here. As you can see, there's just a little narrow pathway to get through. And I've even had to put some citrus over here. I'm going to be moving more of these trees out of the patio. Don't need to be here, so some of these figs are going to get moved. Pineapple guavas will probably get moved. Some of these other things, maybe the pawpaws as well. But yeah, I need to clear a bit of this area out so I can get some more citrus over into this corner and some more of my tropicals as well. But for now, I've just put them here temporarily like this. So yeah, you can see on the whole, most things have done pretty well. My unnamed satsuma is starting to flower. It's looking quite good. It's the odd scale insect here and there, but apart from that, it's looking pretty good. I don't think this one actually fruited last year. Can't even remember if it flowered. It might have got a couple of flowers, but I don't think it got many. A butterfly as well. So yeah, I'm hoping this one might set some fruit this year. Now the Awari is one of the ones that's struggled, as you can see. It's dropped maybe 70-80% of its leaves, and that's because unfortunately I left it a bit too long and it dried out. And that's the case for a few of these trees here, including this satsuma, which is I think it's the Ernandina variety of satsuma. This one was right at the back of the greenhouse, so I couldn't really reach it. So that's why when we had that warmer weather last month, it dried out really quickly in the greenhouse. I tried to water as much as I could, tried to get every tree, but of course one or two did get left a bit too long. And you can see there's also this one here. This one's a sanguinelli blood orange, which also defoliated pretty badly due to lack of water. But some of these others are looking pretty good. This is my other sanguinelli blood orange, and you can see this one is actually flowering compared to the one that's dropped most of its leaves. So it's not all bad. Some of them are doing quite well. And the Moro blood orange is actually looking really healthy. It's pushing out new growth, although I don't see any flower buds on it. It's possible there's a few that haven't started pushing out yet. I'm not sure if it's a later flowering variety to the sanguinelli, but yeah, it's looking alright. I do have a few others which are struggling as well. We've got it's actually my newest citrus. It's supposed to be a key lime, but I don't believe that to be true. I think it's actually a bear's lime or Persian lime. But we'll see once the fruit get a bit bigger. It has got a few fruits set on here, and a few more flowers are opening as well. But it is pushing out some new growth. Again, this one was drying out a little bit too quickly in the greenhouse. The Tangelo, this is the Mineola Tangelo. Did drop a few leaves again due to drying out a little bit, but it hasn't dropped too many. Held on to most of the leaves. This fruit here isn't getting any bigger. I think it's gonna start shriveling up if I leave it any longer. This one also doesn't seem to be getting any bigger either. It's about the size of a clementine. It's not as big as I was expecting it would get, but maybe it'll be edible. Another one which has done really badly is the Buddha's Hand citron. You see it's nearly completely leafless. And yeah, there's just a few leaves at the end here. This one I am going to completely repot, probably bare root it actually. Well, I'll see what the roots are like when I come to repot it, but it definitely needs repotting. And most of the others will be kept in the same pots, but I will repot a handful of them which definitely need it. I just don't have space to put them all in larger pots, that's the problem. But yeah, many of them do need repotting, but I will be feeding them all as well, try and encourage more growth. This is the variegated lemon, which has dropped quite a few leaves over winter. These are a little bit more tricky, I find, to keep happy, but it did okay last year, so hopefully it'll come back this year. The sunrise lime is doing okay, seems to be getting some new growth and I think flower buds as well. Yep, looks like there's some flower buds there. That one is one of my favourites that I got to taste last year. So hopefully that gets a few fruits this year. I'll probably repot this one actually. It does need a repot. So yeah, I will be repotting quite a few of these trees. And everything else will be getting a good feed as well. So hopefully that will encourage more growth. My Maya lemon, or one of my Maya lemons, I've got quite a few actually. It's getting some flowers on it here and plenty of new growth. This one I think is a cutting grown tree. I do have a grafted Maya lemon somewhere. Just can't find it now. Oh yeah, here it is. I think this is it. Yeah, this is the grafted Maya lemon, which has dropped some leaves, but I'm sure will come back once I give it a good feed. And yeah, this one is the one that actually fruited for me. Was it last year or maybe the year before? It flowered and fruited outside for me, and it developed really good fruits. So I'm hoping that'll happen again this year if we have a good summer. Certainly had a good start to spring anyway. So I'll just show a couple of others which are slightly struggling. Well, this one's not really struggling, it's just had a really bad pest infestation. So I've kept it away from some of the others because it has lots of aphids on it. I've sprayed it yesterday and it has, a lot of the aphids have disappeared. There's a few still on it, but yeah, looks like about 80% of them have died or dropped off overnight, so that's good. This is actually a rootstock growth here. Now, I would encourage you to remove rootstock growth off your citrus, but I'm actually going to leave this one because I want to get this to a size where I can then graft it onto Ponceres rootstock. This is actually a Carrizo citrange rootstock that it's growing on. I would like a Carrizo citrange tree, so I want to try and graft this onto Ponceres so I can get a tree of the Carrizo citrange on its standalone, and then see if it maybe that'll flower and fruit at some point. But if not, it'll just be interesting to see how it does. But yeah, after that I won't allow any rootstock growth once I've cut that off to graft. The final tree I'm going to feature is one that really is struggling. This one I'm pretty sure is not going to survive if I don't do anything soon. So this one is my Rio Red grapefruit. Rio Red, you can see there, it was on a citrange rootstock as well, Carrizo citrange. And this one has always been a pretty unhealthy tree, but it's got much worse over winter. You can see the reason for that. It's not due to me neglecting it per se. It's actually this damage on the stem here, which has got worse over time. So when I first got it, it had a little bit of damage on it, maybe about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 5 to 10 centimeters, something like that. It wasn't huge, but it has spread over time, and you can see it's progressed. So yeah, the bark's peeling off here, which is not a good sign to see on citrus. There don't seem to be any sap secretions, so I'm not sure if it's, I don't think it's canker, because canker usually has like an oozing sap out of it, but yeah, I'm not really sure what's happened here. Possibly it was damage to the stem and it's been trying to repair it but failed to seal it properly, and has made the situation worse for itself. Or maybe there is some kind of infection, which is why I've kept it away from all my other trees. I've got it on this other side of my patio, away from everything else. But yeah, you can see the top growth, although the stems look fine, the leaves are completely pale. It's the worst looking citrus tree, other than the ones that have defoliated, but in terms of health, it's the most unhealthy looking. So I'm pretty unsure what to do with this tree. I'm considering doing something really drastic and cutting it right below this damaged section here. That's something I don't want to do, but I might be left with no choice. And I'll just have to hope that some buds develop above the graft union, but below this damaged section. It's a shame it goes so low down. If it was higher up, I'd be less worried. I'd just cut it down and I'd be pretty sure it would come back. I could take some scions from this top section here, store them in the fridge, maybe graft them onto some Ponceros rootstocks and maybe see if it comes back from the roots, and if not, regraft onto it. But I do actually have another Rio Red grapefruit tree, which is in quite a lot healthier looking tree than this, so it's not the end of the world if I did lose it, but obviously I'd like to try and save it if I can. So yeah, overall most things are looking pretty good, as you can see, but there's the odd handful that definitely need a bit of TLC. I'm considering feeding and then moving some of these ones which have been which have dropped most of the leaves into the greenhouse, just to try and speed up the growth progress, because yeah, the heat in the greenhouse will encourage them to grow a lot faster, so I might do that. The ones that are already growing will be fine to be left outside. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this update on the citrus. I'll definitely keep you up to date on how they get on this year. As I said, I'll definitely be moving a few more around once I've cleared some more space on the patio, and I'll be repotting and feeding everything else. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and be sure to keep you all up to date with how all my plants get on this year. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.